staying where it is, it will hold its attack in the off chance that something comes out through that other door and just guard Isabella.
Oh my. I can't tell which are enemies and which are not.
Cool. Is it? Oh, good. Now you will
Isabella
serve.
go after Zimzam on the same in that same turn.
How much can the ghoul move?
Ghouls you should be able to pop their sheet. I believe they got a movement rate of 9.
Let me check.
Maybe 12. They have a movement rate of 9, so they can move
Yeah,
9 squares for half.
that's more than enough, isn't it?
And they got 40. Their half rate is 45 feet. So
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let's point them in the radar. And he attacks the wraith. Let me roll for that.
yep. Only the claw attacks will do paralysis, not the bite.
I know. So he's going with 2 claws.
They get the claw bite, but just saying that the bite attack itself won't do the cause the paralysis effect. Only the claw attacks will.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's okay. That's his first attack with the claw. That he's done for the round.
He doesn't get 2 claw attacks.
He fumbled on his first attack. So basically, if you have multiple attacks and you fumble on the first one, the rest of them are ruined.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
It depends on where in the multiple attacks the fumble occurs. So if the first round no attacks, I mean the first attack fumble, that round's over for it. Second attack he fumbles, he misses second and third attack.
Perfect.
Seeing that the ghoul meant to attack him, pays it no mind.
Alright. I'm going to unload when he steps up to me.
What misses anyways.
Uh,
Unload all my attacks.
I also rolled a 6 for my initiative.
Okay.
Doesn't the
Yes,
ghoul
I
get
do.
an attack of opportunity as he moved just
No,
past him?
he never left his threatened range.
Uh Oh, okay. But he did move through it.
Basically just brushed it aside.
Very well.
The attack of opportunity, go ahead.
Is Sinero hovering on death's door?
No, he's not.
What's the angel wings?
That's his flight wings.
Oh,
So it's good news.
what's the symbol for bless?
Yes, I will probably be using those wings. So
Sorry, it's the closest thing I found of like flight. So
There's an
either
actual
that or
wing.
I use that, or either that or I use the single wing that fits in there.
aha, found it.
That one, I'll use that one for the blast then. It's okay. Scenario, 3 attacks on the ghoul, on the white. 15, 29. first attack really hurt it. Second attack finished it off.
Mm-hmm.
They stab him again.
Nice, De Niro.
Yeah, so
Well
That
struck,
white-
De Niro.
That's why I'm the greatest swordsman in the world.
Okay.
Zim, you're up.
Wait, you skipped me.
Sorry, Jared's up. Sorry.
Is it the undead without the colored dots are the enemies?
Yes,
Okay,
the undead that aren't marked are the enemy.
right. So where I stand, I don't see any enemies. So I'm going to use the power of my boots of elvenkind to traipse along friendly squares, thusly into the room easterly of my position, toward Seniro's direction, in order to lend aid from the shadows, of course, if at all possible, following the following route and facing away from the wall thusly. And
Okay, yeah. So you do see two. You do see as you're coming into the room, Snarrow killing a white. You do see two others in the room.
hopefully my stealth holds up. I've reached the end of my movement, and I shall hold my backstab for anything that comes within my reach.
Okay.
Any enemy that comes within my reach.
Okay. You're up.
I'm gonna do a
So-
magic missile.
Missile.
At that
Okay,
guy.
yeah, you definitely got that one. Yeah, you got line of sight on him.
Pew!
Although Zimzam's like level 7, so it should be pew 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 pew.
Go finger gun him.
Okay,
Thing,
so
and
it's not working the damage. Point. Really rocked its world. Glowing bolts of arcane energy come streaking around.
I added
Accidentally from every direction.
my bless radius.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got a neat little shortcut for this when that happens on the next round. So as Isabella, as you see these glowing arcs of these glowing bolts of arcane energy go streaking through the doorway, striking at you don't know what. You're up.
All right, I will try to command and control the other white.
Okay, so
Ooh.
yeah, they say you don't have a choice selection. It's so many undead within the line of sight.
Okay.
With your turn undead ability.
Yeah,
though
command
though
undead.
you're an
Yep.
evil priest. Interesting.
Not evil, but they do have the but she does have the power to command.
Oh, understood.
Evil is such a.
I'm seeing them both on the map. I don't know whether that's me or that's one of my minions. Do I need to move in a little bit more?
Where at?
I'm sitting up on a wolf, and I do seem like I have a clear line of sight to both of them.
Yeah, you do have both line of sight of both of them.
So okay.
You also see you may also get control of Tana versus Ghoul. depending on how the roll is.
Okay. All right.
Great.
Oh, that one to the north has been damaged.
Yes.
Oh, please, my dear lady, do not bother on these profane, and they will not do you justice. They will not serve you properly.
No.
And no, you do not. But
Damn. That would have been one hell of a undead to walk away with. Oh well.
You took my good away.
unfortunately,
My
that's what happens when
lady,
you got
that is
conflicting.
not sporting of you.
That's what happens when you have conflicting commands.
Great, great. Yes, this is just
But
well.
for-
At least we agree that they should be destroyed for their insolence.
Well, I'm liking them a bit better now that I have a matching pair.
Oh yes, but they are so disrespectful of you and your and the beautiful goddess. You know, you can remind me of her. You sure you have not been exposed to her before?
I frequently am confused for someone
Are you
of
guys?
more heavenly stature.
Are you two going to like play dead later and then fuck?
Who said that? I hear the voice, but I don't see any body.
How rude of him, my lady! I would never.
and your ghoul, Isabella, and you feel this through your contact with it, loses a hit dice worth of hit points.
Okay.
Loses a total of 7 hit points. This thing
Now,
hurt.
here's another question for you. Would a white's attack have an effect on another undead creature, seeing as how the level drain is coming from their powers of the negative? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
The white is one of the first undeads on the hierarchy that has connection to the negative plane.
So
It's
just the ghoul status as an
shadow and
undead
the white,
doesn't.
yeah.
Okay,
The ghoul does not.
I'll go for it.
Same with the ghast. All their touches is just paralysis.
Yeah, well, wasn't it according to the lore an elf that did something, and then he was the first ghoul, and then something or other.
You know, hold on one
For
second.
Isabella's second skeleton, it's just staying there.
Oh, no, never mind.
Jared getting an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Here I go again on my own. This is my longsword +1/+3 versus undead. I'm assuming the you know what is undead.
Right.
It would glow.
Yes, it is glowing a sickly green. That sword. Meanwhile, Snarrow, you take a point of damage and you lose a level, including
Critical fucking hit!
Doesn't Sonero have the ring of life protection?
Hey, where did I get hit?
13 plus 6.
You got hit by a white.
Oh, fucking crit me, motherfucker.
Hit.
I have that ring on, so that
Okay.
protects at least.
Okay. So you still take a point of damage.
But
Yep, you crit.
13 plus 6
And your
damage.
so for a total of
19.
19.
Doth it die?
Just as it strikes Scenero, your sword, this sickly green glowing sword, pierces its rib cage from behind.
Mm.
Thing gives a death rattle, a choke, as whatever fluids it has for, for a circulatory system just wells up in its mouth and throat,
Ugh.
and it just suffocates on its own acre.
Slimy
how many
green
charges?
and black blood.
I believe that ring had 5 charges left.
Okay.
It's one charge per level of energy drain. Whites only do 1 level, so
All right. So there's 4 left then.
Doth it mean that I've maintained my stealth?
since that um, so give me a roll with the cloak of Elvenkind.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
There is
Slash
another white within the fray.
D100
Man name.
less than 98. Enter. Yay!
Okay. Yep, you got it.
So as far as the other white is concerned, a green light appeared and the other one died.
Doesn't even notice it there. Doesn't even know what's going on.
You have chosen the wrong god to follow.
A lot of 20s tonight.
So we're now at the Juju.
The juju will stay and protect Sinsam in case something else pops up and stay out of my dear lady's command.
The other ghoul.
All right, he's going in.
Nine. Yeah, there we go.
Cool. Here we go. All right, claw. Choose a target first. Okay. Would be this guy. Choose target again. Okay, I can't choose the target. I am D20 illiterate.
You have to click on the race.
Yeah. On the raise. I am clicking on the raise.
On the white.
On the white.
Right. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
That one missed.
Both of them, or was that just one roll?
Like one.
Okay, going for the second claw. How's that?
And then you've got the bite attack.
Bite it. Can that still paralyzes, right?
No, only the claw attacks.
Well, no sense. Bite. Does the bite do damage?
It's part of the attack sequence, so you won't know until.
Okay.
Well, at least he chopped his chompers are on the chompers are on him.
An abysmal showing for the ghoul. This is not a highly motivated
might
ghoul.
hit.
Oh.
Might have hit. The bite does hit. From what you can tell, So now you do see the gold chomp into the white, pretty solid. But you don't see anything flowing from the wound. It says if it didn't take the wound.
Need to sharpen your teeth, boss.
Casimir?
Okay, I'm gonna run in and figure out what's what. Okay, the remaining enemy is this one in the middle here, right?
The one that's trained by the two ghouls, yeah.
I'm gonna stab him.
Okay. With what?
Longsword +1.
Okay. Yep. Yes.
And I missed.
Okay, coming up are the zombies. Isabella, you're a zombie. You look.
Sanira, after you talked about all those 20s, I figured I would balance it out.
Well, at least someone had to.
Okay, that's it for that zombie.
Elizabeth, you're a zombie.
Shambling in. Can it run? No, it's a
No.
zombie.
He's not very good. Isabella, you're a second zombie.
Okay, that's it.
And you zombie.
And it's your third one, yeah, for Isabella.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
This year seems like you didn't get initiative on your other zombie, so it's not doing. He's just there next to you. Yep, that's the one.
I thought I did roll for it. Never mind.
Roll for it this round.
Well, everybody's blessed.
Yes, they will be as soon as it comes back to you on the round.
Mm,
Actually, no. Jer and Casimir will not Jer. Scenero and Casimir and the ghouls will not be blessed. But Jer and everyone else will be. Okay, so we're up to Scenero.
Huh.
Okay, yeah, that will definitely finish out the white.
mm.
Um, The zombies will immediately start shambling over to the whites and start decapitating them, putting their heads with the other white heads that I took, and the rest of the remains in the shrouds that we were given.
Okay.
Maybe we should do the same for the ghouls, my lady. Maybe Jair may, whatever he might be, decapitate them. Uh,
They serve their purpose in this battle. They're good enough for now. Move them over in a corner, so their foul smell won't offend anyone.
um, I might move my zombies a bit forward. Is there anything else in the room?
No, just that. Just a broken table and the sofa.
Did the whites have any possessions?
No, you don't see any treasure amongst the white.
Oh, very disappointing.
I'll scan the room with Seeker looking for gems and metals and invisible.
I'll just go back outside just to keep guard. Why can I move? Oh,
Again, you do see in the shadows a door here. There's also the door here.
Where was the what was hidden in the shadows with the door?
Yeah, in the shadows, there's a door here. Um, okay, you can feel that aura for the bless. Because we'll use Jared as the token keeper for now.
sure.
I'm the token keeper?
Actually, we got you as a token keeper because of for the bless.
What does that mean?
Because I had already set the bless icon for him, I couldn't set it for everyone else that was under that. So, like I said, everyone but Casimir and
The ghouls.
Nero were blessed. So that will last for the 6th round.
Okay. So those other two whites are dead or turned?
Is that
Those other two whites are dead or turned?
No, there's no whites that are turned.
although like gone?
Oh, all the whites are gone. Okay. And combat's over?
Apparently, yeah. I showed up, took a swing, missed, and then it was all over.
Cool. I'm going to look around for some dolls or something.
Remember, you are blessed. Power of night. Oh, good.
There's a door at the end of this hallway. Might be worth checking out.
Yeah, there's the door at the end of the hallway, and there's also the door north of the hallway where the ghouls are right now.
I need somebody to school me. I have a bar on the top of my screen with attack bite, attack claw, breath weapon save, character stat roller checks. How do I get rid of that?
Click somewhere else.
Yeah, it's only there
No,
when you
thank
select
you.
your token.
Got it.
Mark, are
Alright.
we in the tall tower or the short tower?
Right now, you guys are in the body of the short tower.
Okay. I'm going to step out of the shadows.
So there was nothing. I thought that there was a door in that room that we were in with the white. I thought that that's what the sword revealed. Seeker didn't reveal
No.
anything in that room.
He didn't reveal anything.
Okay.
And
There's the door here and a door here.
is there no door here?
Yeah, there's a door where you're at, Jared.
Okay, okay.
But
The
there's
door
also
is-
a door.
I'm
That's
going.
probably the
I'm
bridge.
going to use my infravision
Opposite the room with the
to
whites.
search for traps.
And we'll say by the time you get around to opening that door and Jared gets over there, the blessed spell will have ended.
Oh, I just finished putting all the all the icons. Well,
So are we going for the door at the end of the hallway, or are we going to go to the other one that's adjacent?
I'm good either way. Let's just open one.
I say we
I'm-
do the
I'm
adjacent one
checking-
this way.
I'm checking the one at the end of the hallway for traps
The-
right now.
And give you
that one's probably the bridge we saw from the outside. That's why I think we should start with this one.
well, we'll see what it is. I mean, if JR is checking that one, we'll see what that one leads, and then we'll
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's just do it.
yeah. These are
Pick one, do it.
If it leads to a bridge, we'll check this one before we move on.
Get this tracker to stop.
I'm just getting 25 million messages.
Yeah, someone's. Okay.
I wonder if it is. Is it the old warlock? No, it's not the warlock.
Okay, not a problem. I can work around that. So, Jerry found no traps at this door. What is everyone else doing?
Waiting
Yep.
and ready to open the door.
I shall send some zombies to accompany you.
Yeah, let's let the ghouls go in the front if we open it.
Very well.
Okay, I'm going to check the door handle for locks.
Nash, would you mind?
Yeah, someone keeps keying their mic open and it's locking.
Oh,
Yeah, so So that door chair is the chest to handle. It's corroded copper. So there's that bluish green patina.
Okay, I'm going to hide in the shadows of the corner of the door here. Um,
May I suggest, Jair, let you let the ghouls do the opening, just in case your heightened senses missed something. Or maybe there's something on the other side.
Right, I will have the ghoul with the half dead 2 hit point ghoul grab the
Okay.
door and open it.
He struggles to force it open, but he does. And as he does, I want everyone to make a dexterity check. Once it has a chance to. Okay, Sonero, you brace as a very strong gust of wind comes blowing into the corridor. Isabella, the wind is strong enough to mess up your hair more than what's already messed up.
It is not messed up at all, but now apparently it is.
For the sake of this roll, all the undead have a dex of 10.
Okay. I have.
Decorative stone posts are left. They are
For the
carved
ghouls.
into all kinds of animals. A miniature kneeling unicorn and a roaring lion form two of the worn posts. On either side of the doors of both towers crouch full-sized gargoyles in niches.
How many gargoyles?
As you can see two, and they're on either side of the door, up in niches carved into the wall of the tower.
Okay. First thing I'm doing is using a cantrip to fix my hair, and then
Blowing about.
the next thing is the ghouls. I will send them in.
Okay. Yeah, the ghouls are knocked back. As again, they're buffeted by the wind. And at this point, everyone make a saving throw versus poison, please. Scenario's nauseous. Don't have to worry about the undead. Everyone else, pass
I'm
their
good.
saves. Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
Scenario, you're going to be suffering a -2 to attacks and damage.
All right.
Yeah, as long as this door is open and the stench of the swamps can get in here, it's going to be affecting you.
Oh, we're outside now.
Yeah, the
That's how.
opened
Okay.
up into like a walkway between the two towers.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so this is a little walkway that had decorative posts. From above the door are two niches and carved into the wall, and in those niches you see what appear to be gargoyles.
Do they do anything as the ghouls step through the door?
No, because as they step through the door, struggling to affect the upright in the gust, they don't manage. And they fall 60 feet into the swamp.
What, like just a gust of wind blew them over?
Yep, that's why I had the dex. That's why I had the dex check.
Oh, we got to be cautious going across here.
Yeah, as they were going as you open up the door, a gust of wind came in.
So is it a danger for us to cross, or
That's why I had everyone make dex checks to see if you maintained your footing.
is where we're at now outside?
No, where you're at is inside, but it's because of the door being open, it's acting as a wind tunnel.
Gotcha. So
You ever
now it's
been-
going to be a hazard for us to walk through this 20 to 40-foot area to get to the next, I guess it's 20 foot to get to that next door.
Possibly, yeah. There's a possibility of falling off the bridge. Face down.
I failed my dex check. What happens to me?
Oh, you're fine. You didn't actually step out into the walkway, but you are pushed back against the wind.
Okay, guys, I'm not going out there.
Well, let's see what's in this room, and then we'll figure out a way to safely cross. If we tie ourselves off somehow and then make it across, we should be fine.
We could make a human rope thing.
Yeah, and the only reason why the goals fell off is because the decorative posts had wooden railings between them that had long ago rotted away.
Okay.
Fire truck.
So I figured. So yeah, so you got the wind howling throughout this corridor, sort of like going through a metropolitan area on a windy day, especially in the modern city. That canning effect with the wind.
Well, good riddance to foul undead.
True.
You did run rid of them, so it's one way. Okay, so Jer, Casimir, Sonero, are you guys going to try to force this door closed, or are you going to keep it open and let the wind blow through?
No, let's leave it open, because if we close it and open it, we're going to get blasted with the wind again.
Okay.
They'll keep putting the poison shit in the tower.
Oh, yeah. Close it.
Yeah, the miasma of the swamp is now in the general area.
Yeah, I'll help close it.
Okay.
And I'll use a cantrip to put a more pleasant fragrance in the air of roses and lavender.
If you struggle against it, you figure it's not worth the effort. So the door just bangs open. The wind is diminished somewhat as you step further back because it's got room to dissipate. So now you got this door here.
Well, who will do the honors? Do I listen? Can I hear across the door? Was it made of wood? It's made of
Or
metal.
made of wood.
I listen.
Forest wood.
I try to listen through it. Hear anything?
Not that you can tell.
Okay. This is not my area of expertise. I will leave somebody else to. The zombies will be flanking the doors as support. And I will move my skeletons to those positions, and the Juju zombie can stay where it is for now.
Give me 1 moment, please.
Was it a boy? No, was it a girl? No.
Male. It was male.
Okay.
Snare will kick open the door.
Oh, please allow my zombies to do it for you, fearless leader. That they can push open the door.
He does
Please.
so enjoy kicking the door.
I do know that, but we must be safe. We just saw what happened with the wind there. We don't know if the room could be broken and more, or some gas leak could appear out of nowhere. So push it.
Who's opening the door?
Snare.
Lightning bolt. Just kidding.
Give me 1 moment, please.
What's happening?
You seem to see two dwarves. Ghouls as well. Treacherous ghouls.
Ah!
Okay. So, a heavy carved ebony tabletop rests on the floor in front of the door to this room. Its legs are missing. Two long-tongued humanoid-like creatures are pulling apart the remains of a bed frame in the northeast roomlet. The third humanoid is leaning against the far wall and picking its teeth with its claws. forward until it sees you, and then its eyes light up with a fiendish joy. Also, seeing in this room are two dwarfs that seem to bear claw marks on them.
Avast, ye beasts. Haha!
I will be commanding, so I added a +3 there. And
Yeah, might as well start that initiative process, huh?
yes,
All right.
especially with all the creatures we have now trying to bite us in the ass. I rolled twice for me. I was clicking on the zombie.
And that came up as the skeleton. One came up for you, the 8, and the other one came up for the skeleton.
What? Those are supposed to be the zombies, I think. The skeletons are. Oh, there we go. Yeah, one of my. Sorry. One of my zombies has a skeleton. I think they're mixed up.
Okay, I
This
gotta take a
one.
look at that.
That's why I keep rolling and rolling and rolling. Yes. Can we erase that? 'Cause it's clutter.
All right. Skeleton.
And where's that skeleton that?
This is a zombie.
Yep.
This is a zombie. When I roll for that one, that's
Fix
the
it.
one that's. Okay. Then one last time. There we go.
Do you have my initiative on there? Isabella's her own initiative. I don't see it.
And there are my two skeletons.
Let me see what she's rolled, and I'll go through. Is that the 4? The 4? Underneath.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's the +3. That should be all my initiatives.
Yep. So are mine.
Okay, so we're up to Sonero.
Uh-huh.
What?
Step in this spot here, and I'll start stabbing around.
That will hit, and looks like that will.
Oops.
One goal down. Make that 2 goals down.
And then I'll set a parry.
Actually, 1 goal is definitely not getting up again. No how, no way.
Just cut
30
it.
hit points.
It's my third fucking crit tonight.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, so that goal is dead as a doornail. Isabella, you're
This-
one skeleton.
Uh,
That's the one.
how many places can I move with him?
Skeletons have a movement of 12, so I believe you can get 6 squares, then still be able to do an attack, or you can go for the entire 24 or for the full.
You should. There's only one left, so
Yeah. Oh, there's just that one in there.
there's
Still
Oh,
two.
there's two. Okay, that's it for the skeleton, and for me, I can do 6 because I'm going to try to turn. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that should
Actually,
give
there's
me.
only the one. Yeah, there's only the one left.
Okay.
Standing.
All right, and I'll try to turn.
Yep. Okay. Turn or command?
Command. My bad. I can't turn them. Yes.
Now you're stealing my zombies.
No, I don't think I got your. Nah, I'm in back of your zombies.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm side by side.
Actually, no, they're not in her line of sight. So she did get the white, or not the white. She did get the.
Hmm.
I don't much like what these things have to say, so I'm just going to bring it over and have it kneel next to me.
We could use it as a to cross the bridge. Let me see if I can do anything for our dwarves friends here, as they seem to have been petrified by the ghouls. Paralyzed, whatever.
Yeah, they're paralyzed. They're paralyzed.
Check. So, give me 1 second. Let me see. As I'm neutral, I can access both sides of the coin, right? Technically.
Yes.
That is so cool. That's awesome. So, Mafia. Oh, yeah, but not everything. Not the curing part.
Does Isabella know how long ghoul paralysis lasts?
Of course, I know how long ghoul paralysis lasts. What is it? That is such a silly question.
Yes.
Do I know how long ghoul paralysis lasts?
I was fucking waiting for that.
Let's see. I do. All day long, I know.
Yeah, they're just starting to come out of it now.
They appear to be just recovering from the ghoul's paralysis. It shouldn't take but more than a few moments for them to regain their full functions.
Good. See, I was not the only one who has fallen into this tower, this fortress's denizens. I do have a. Uh,
Okay, so the dwarfs are now unparalleled.
have I seen a dwarf before?
No, you had not.
What are these tiny, these stout
Oh no,
humans?
you have. Yes, you have.
Oh, okay.
Thank Moradin, we're finally free. Whew. We've been stuck here for what seems like hours.
You're quite lucky, my friends. You would have been devoured had we not arrived.
You have no idea what it's like not being able to move and awaiting your doom at the teeth of these vile creatures.
Yeah.
Well, you may give thanks to Isabel von Karstein. I forgot my last name. You may give
By the
thanks to
power
Isabel
of.
von Grayskull for freeing you and giving you your life back.
Yes, seeing
Thank
a
you.
human
Thank
female
you.
mounted on what seems to be a dead dire wolf, or I should say, dire wolf wounds that could kill it, surrounded by an entourage of undead.
Hello, my name is Sunera the Fortuitous, the greatest swordsman in the world, and leader of this fine party.
Yeah, best get your leadership title in there right away because Isabella was about to claim it.
Pleased to meet you all.
I am Tenebrous. A humble priest. Not so humble, but you get the idea.
I'll use cantrip to make the water in a water skin taste like the finest ale, and I'll hand it to him and say, "I am Zimzam, bringer of fine ale."
Oh, thank you. I'm going to take the wineskin and take a drink out of it. My name is Dargar, and I owe you my life.
And I be Ragmus, professional locksmith and trap finder.
You're more than welcome to join our merry band of misfits.
Yes.
I'm going to hand Ragmus the wineskin of ale after I take a good drink out of it.
Please do not.
Drink, brother.
He just kind of looks at it funny and says, I don't drink.
Wait a moment. You're a dwarf, but you don't drink?
You need a steady hand if you need to find the lock.
Wait a moment. I lean forward again and examine him a little bit more closely from the seat of the wolf, just to make sure that he's alive. I've never heard such a thing as a dwarf that does not drink.
How can you possibly say that? I just said it.
Well, we shall keep your eye on you, for I believe that you will be partaking of ale very soon. I have never heard of a dwarf that doesn't.
Oh, in that case, I'll have another drink myself.
That's like an elf that doesn't play the harp.
Since when do elves play the harp?
Jared, do you play the harp?
Of course he plays the harp. Don't be silly.
I mean, no. Says a voice from the shadows.
You can't trust what he says. He says he doesn't pick locks, and yet he picks every lock that he sits down in front of. Of course, he plays the harp.
Probably he drinks wine like all else I've met.
I could easily learn the harp. Of course.
I had some in his blood trail, so we're gonna keep.
Is there anything else of interest in this room?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh,
I'm going to move around and stretch my legs if I can.
what a
But-
poor haul. All we have is 2 dwarves to show for all of this.
Oh, my lady, we cannot find treasure in every room, and companions are a treasure unto themselves. We were guided here, you know, and a good locksmith is, and it's always hard to find.
Ah,
I'll do a sweep with Seeker again, and the dwarves will see a mage swinging a two-handed sword around.
Nope. Seeker doesn't reveal anything.
That's quite a sword you have there.
Yeah, I'm learning from Scenario. I plan to be the world's greatest mage swordsman.
I'll allow it.
I've got designs for that sword.
I can
Me, I
say
just
you're
use an
the
axe.
smartest mage I've met.
Maybe you should try your hands with the I forget their names. They are elves. They serve the emperor. They have been known to train in this, both in sword and spellcraft. Well, our predicament at hand is a few. I think we could use a rope, a few iron nails, and crawl towards the other side to make sure we don't get blown over like the traitorous ghouls.
I'm worried about those gargoyle sculptures.
yes.
Yes, but we just need the one ghoul to get the rope across while we hammer a few nails. A few spikes, I mean, not nails.
I can't move the ghoul.
If I gave you,
Again. At least
So,
we
do
can
you wish me to have the ghoul crawl across with his nails and open the other door to see if he can find some place to secure a rope?
I would be better if we tied a rope around him and just so we don't, lose him in the process. Not yet, at least.
Very well.
Once he gets there, he should be. Well, at least we could have enough support to start tying nails to the rope.
give it a shot.
Who has rope? I do have 50 foot of rope, but I don't know if that would be enough. Of course, we could always lose it.
Try giving
Huh?
that goal a move.
Unless somebody has some contraption to shoot rope and
Yep.
a grappling hook, maybe. I still would suggest crawling towards.
Master Dwarf, do one of you have a grappling hook?
Not I.
I do have
Ragma-
50.
Ragma says I've got 50 feet of silk rope and a nice little crossbow here.
Do you have a grappling hook?
That I do not.
You're
How
so
come
short.
he-
How do you manage to get about?
How come he gets silk rope and I get hemp rope? That's speciesist.
One's better to smoke than the other.
Yeah, that is true. I do have iron spikes. That would prove to make the create a trail.
We should probably be all right, because the ghouls sort of fell through the loose railings and stuff. If we just stick low to the ground and cautiously move across, we can probably get there. But the problem is, like, Scenario has suggested that those gargoyles may very well come to life.
That wasn't me.
Oh, who was it that suggested it?
That was me. I have a magic missile left over that I could cast at one, see if it animates.
What, do you have something more powerful and preemptively destroy them?
Yeah, if you want to waste a lightning bolt on one.
Well, it would be assuring. But yes, let us try that and then proceed with the. Because then we could, well, at least try to scare them away. But I still believe we should use a human rope, people rope, person rope, humanoid, diving human rope. What is the correct? What is the PC term here? I do have.
Are you looking for the hand holding line of people?
Yes, like people. No, I mean like with iron
Human
ropes.
chain.
Yeah, but we're not all human here, aren't we?
Humanoid chain.
We are not humanoid either. We are demi-human. The others, humanoids, are the scum of the.
Hey, now.
No, we are. See, I pointed out. No, that is a human. I am demi-human. He's demi-human. You demi-human, and then we have human. Isn't that the correct term? Or am I getting mixed up? Anyway, we should still use our rope between ourselves, so let nobody fall due to the wind, especially if those gargoyles are not what they seem. Also, the strong wind would probably make a lot of our ranged weapons a bit. Shooting at them will become problematic, I believe.
Yeah, you do see a door at the other side here, and above the door, in two niches, are carved into the wall are two gargoyles. There are decorative pillars on either side of the walkway, about waist high on Casimir.
How far apart are the gargoyles?
I would say about 5 feet apart. There's like two niches right above the door, span for the entire length of the door.
I could get them both with one lightning bolt if you guys think it's worth it.
Fire away, my friend.
Better be safe than sorry, I think. Correct me, I am not versed in the arcane arts, but wouldn't magic missile allow you to hit both?
Yeah, I can hit both with either one.
Well, you are the expert. I would think. Allow me a closer inspection may reveal. I will get as near as the door as I can, crawling. look up at the gargoyles and cast.
Wait.
Well,
Tenebris, look above the door that is by us, and see if the two across from us are the only gargoyles, or if there are two more above that our door as well.
I will do so, but first I must call upon the blessings. And I will cast. Where are you, stupid? I cast Detect Evil and look at the gargoyles. And do as Isabella suggested and pour out my head a bit. Just a tiny bit.
Okay.
Just to see if there's like I see where the gargoyles should be.
You don't feel any sense of evil from the gargoyles.
Well, at least I'm not evil.
What of the door? Anything through there? Do you
Under the
sense any
door.
evil through there?
Unfortunately, it's being blocked by the detection is being blocked by the door.
What above the current door?
Same
Like
thing. Nothing. You're getting no evil being radiated.
I'm trying to. What if I like look at? Do I see like another set of gargoyles, like right above us?
You do see another set of niches above the door where you're at, outside on the walkway, exactly
So
opposite from the ones that you can see.
okay, I will return to the party and explain the now more complicated situation.
Okay, as you do detect evil.
Where? Oh,
Where?
the ghoul is evil, of course. So it's him.
No,
He's not.
no.
He's like basically made
Yes,
from negative energy.
the juju is true neutral. The ghoul, on the other hand, definitely evil.
Okay, that thing is evil. I think we should get rid of it. Well,
Well, you could walk it out on the bridge, see if it wakes up those gargoyles.
Yes, that may not be a bad idea at all.
yeah, but to may tie a rope. We could make him tie a rope to the other side if he is able to get, or at least open the door so we don't have to. Making a rush for it would be safer. Or at least send him to open the other door. Don't waste him completely.
Yes. All right. I will have the ghoul come up to the door.
Okay, the wind has died down somewhat.
Okay.
Door is open.
He will get down and crawl on his belly and start to crawl out. Pause here and see if anything happens with the gargoyles.
Nothing.
Okay. Move up a little bit. Does anybody else want to get up there with some ranged weapons?
Sure, I'll support.
I have my weapons are well.
Suddenly,
More
the overcast sky seems to open up. The clouds part, and you can't be certain, but judging from the moonlight that's hitting this tower, it looks like the gargoyles themselves are part of the towers, carved into the niches themselves, into the walls of the niches themselves. As part of the decoration.
that's a bit more assuring. My lady, would you mind making that foul thing open the door for us so we can
come over to this door?
Yes, open
They
it.
still haven't moved?
Still
No,
have not moved.
Is there
They seem to-
anybody with ranged weapons that can move up there and support the?
I have a bow.
I'll wait till. Um, anyone else? Dwarves? Certainly, you must have axes, hammers to throw.
Ragmus steps up and pulls a small handheld crossbow off.
All right. As soon as they're ready, the ghoul will start to pull at the door and try to open it.
Okay. Yeah, he opens the door. Nope. Go ahead and make a dex check for it. It's got a base of 10. The wind is still quite strong. Not as powerful as it was, but okay. So, yep. Gets the door open. Nearly slips and falls over the edge, but it's maintained its balance. Two gargoyles either side of the walkway door, and the two gargoyles placed against the far wall of this room look exactly the same. You swear they must have been made by the same mold. The two carvings sit hunched near the far wall, just in front of a pile of debris in the northeast roomlet.
All right. Well, let's see what the ghoul sees. I'll have him move a bit more into the room.
Sees a door. Sees an exact replica of the gargoyles that are above the door.
All right.
Maybe we could tie a rope to set gargoyle and use it as a weight and cross using the rope. Just in case. No, just to be on the safe side.
You said the wind died down, right?
Somewhat, yeah, but it was still strong enough to give the ghoul somewhat of a pause when it tried to open the door.
But now that the door is open, do you think we could safely cross without rolls, or?
It is slick, but yeah, it's not. You're not going to be blown off.
Okay. Let's make it over quickly before the wind changes.
Very well. I will tell my zombies, my skeletons to do it belly down because they're skeletons and they're like way less. All in all.
A crossover.
Yeah. Seems to have some. Ugh.
All right. I'll have the zombie crawl crossed. And the skeletons will crawl as well.
I should have the Juju zombie tied up to the.
Tenebris, you get a slight tingling right between the eyes.
What do you mean?
Your detect evil spell is still active.
Oh. Just let me.
A little pain right between the eyes, right in the middle of the head.
From where precisely? In the middle of the head, I look up. What do I see? I look up. I search around.
Look up and you find yourself looking into the malevolent yellow gaze of a gargoyle as it hisses at you.
Well, at least there was one. Oh, it's that one. Those two. Oh, well. We come to clear the fortress. Do not attack us.
That's wishful thinking.
And unfortunately for you, gargoyles are not undead.
Yes, I know that. That's why I told. I'm being diplomatic here.
Is it initiative time?
It is.
Right. I'm gonna try something. Oh, what the hell was that?
That was a
Only.
design.
Can you tell me which one? Because it doesn't tell me. I was trying to roll. I had them all selected. I was trying to roll for all of them at once. Oh,
That one.
perfect. I thought so because it was the first one. Yep. Finally. Well, got a 10 initiative on a D10. That is so fucking.
Hey, Mark, I clicked the wrong button. My initiative should be one more. I'm just going to.
Oh, interesting. Senior is not the first one for the first time I played. This is something of a rarity.
Okay. So it looks like Isabella is up.
She'll hold her attack.
Zim Zam.
Yeah, I can't see anybody, so I'm going to hold my attack too.
You want to move in or no?
One of your skeleton centaurs.
Yes, he will move past the zombie and position himself to attack the gargoyle.
Okay.
I'm guessing he's. I don't know what he's using for attack. We shuffled through the weapons when we found them. So, Gladius, I'm guessing.
Would you like initiative from the people at the back, Dargar?
Yeah, shorts up. That's fine.
What was that?
Oh, I was just going to ask if you wanted initiative from everybody, even the people in the back.
Yeah. Because you never know if they're gonna come in and want to do something.
So the two dwarves, are they like brothers or something? Since they
Only as dwarves, I think We're dwarf brothers in our being dwarf,
No, I
but-
mean like actually same
but
clan.
not
or
actually
really.
brothers.
One's
Oh,
name
okay.
is Dippy, the other's name is Doppy.
I thought it was elves that had the silly names.
Hey, you know I do.
I make an attack with this skeleton if you're.
I attacked with the skeleton. Didn't it go through? Or was it the wrong one? Tenebrous hunters. It says short. He did attack with a 13 with a short sword. Hello? Hello?
I can hear
Hello.
you.
Yeah, I can hear you too.
Oh, okay, I was checking because I don't know if it hit or not.
Most likely not.
So the wind is blowing super hard through that chasm right there in the middle where Jar is standing.
Did you just call me Ja?
Which of the two
Jer.
of the gargoyles? Thank you. But with that attack, no, it's not. You slice into it, and after 2 successful cuts, the thing disintegrates into powder.
Attack the other one.
And it only takes to 1 for the other one.
Oh. Whoops.
Well, that was fast.
Yeah, world's greatest swordsman. Haha.
Isn't swordsmanship again against another swordsman?
I
Play the
showed
slave.
off my swordsmanship skills.
Killing monsters, dealing with another swordsman in a duel is completely different.
Well, I have also done those, and I've won every duel I've been a part of.
Well, I still have to see that, haven't I? I've sure many claimed such title.
So, in this corner, seems to be a nest of some sort. Scattered about are some bones, some small bones, some large bones, a bunch of coin, bluish green in color, some burnished red. There's also a door here and a door here. Door next to the Juju, behind the Juju zombie, and the door there.
Well, let us see what is in the nest.
it looks like it's a bunch of coin, and um, mostly have that bluish green patina. Um, but there are bits that are burnished, almost like a yellow, reddish color, and also a bracelet made of white, um, almost quartz-like stone. The Each individual link on the bracelet houses a clear quartz, rosy quartz stone. It looks like a tennis bracelet.
What? Excuse me?
There's a bunch of coin and
Yeah, no, the bracelet.
tangled amongst the webbing, the netting itself, the nesting itself, is a bracelet that looks almost like a tennis bracelet, where each of the links to the bracelet is set with either a rose quartz or a smoky quartz or a clear quartz in an alternating pattern throughout the entire length of the bracelet.
I pick up the the bracelet and give it to present it to my lady.
I look at it with a bit of disdain and just wave my hand away. Put it with the best. Put it with the rest.
Very well. I pocket the thing. It wouldn't be a backpack by any chance in the as I start collecting the coins, putting it on a sack.
I have extra sacks on me.
I got small sacks, maybe. Well, we should. Did the Knolls have backpacks by any chance? The one like the Juju Zombie, does he have a backpack?
No backpack here, just a small pouch.
No, I meant the Knoll.
Oh.
Yes, he did.
Oh wait, I do have a backpack. Sorry.
Okay, I then empty the coins on the backpack of the Juju Zombie Knolls, so I don't have to carry the extra weight, and toss. Anybody wants to toss some extra weight?
Yes, the zombies certainly can mule things around.
Yes, we should have picking up the rest of the Knolls' backpacks and set them to our zombies, but we can do that on our way out.
So all in all, you find about 4,000 copper coins in various degrees of um, oxidation, and that bracelet.
Okay, does somebody take? Do we have a treasurer person who keeps track of all these?
I'll write it down.
Cinero.
Treasurer.
Cinero's the treasurer.
Excuse me?
Our fearless leader, Cenero the Fortuitous, the greatest swordsman in the world, is our treasurer.
Oh, perfect. Just to know. It's good. I haven't been keeping tallies of most stuff, so
Wait, I am?
assuming. Oh, great.
Yes.
You are now, later.
Damn it.
We do have. I have the silver bracelet that was cost like 300 or 500 gold coins. When appraised, we have the. We found a lot of jewels and gems here, so we and a lot of coins, and probably more before we met. So we need to really have like an idea what the hell we're. Just maybe.
There's a thing on the that's updated continuously with the treasure that we find on Discord, isn't there?
Yep. There's a treasure
Oh,
found tab.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, that list isn't updated though.
Okay. But you have a tally just in case, because
I can go through and yeah.
Okay, just to make sure.
While all this is going on, Ragmus bends down and starts looking over this door.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna move Big Blue here.
It's not trapped. To your discerning eye.
He'll reach out and test the handle. Does it appear to be locked?
No, it's not locked.
Gives a sigh and puts his lockpicks back in his. This one's not locked.
Maybe we
Very
should.
well, Master Dwarf. Should we have the ghoul open it up?
Don't be bothering me none. You want me to check the.
It'd be most kind of you if you did. My
And again, it's nothing that you can recognize as being a trap.
And same thing, test the handle.
This one does seem not good.
And he gets this huge grin on his face and a little sparkle in his eye.
Okay, so yeah, working the lock, you hear that satisfying soft little click as the tumblers catch and the lock pops.
And I'm not going to try to imitate it, but you hear coming from him almost like a little squeal from a little.
That's where you go and tickle your daughter.
No,
So
she's
good
calm
enough.
right. She's calm right now watching PJ Masks. I don't want to get her.
Like I said, true. Okay, so yeah,
I'll have to get a recording of her once just so I can let you guys.
What was the tally on what we found for whatnot?
okay, so the copper, it's about 4,000 copper coins and a tennis style like bracelet
made of
with alternating stones of rose quartz, clear quartz, and smoky quartz.
How long would it take a zombie to walk to our wagon and walk back through the swamp?
Zombie's got a movement rate of what, 6 or something?
Sounds right. They're not fast things.
Also, they wouldn't know where the wagon is. They might get lost. No, like, I would.
Yeah, so they would move
Well-
actually 60 yards every 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think we should just take them with us so we don't lose them. Like you're sending them to a place that don't know where it is. In the swamp.
Do you guys need stuff carried?
What I was thinking, if it wasn't too far away, is that I could send a couple zombies out with a couple bags of copper. They could dump it off in the wagon and then come back to us
Oh
with the
no,
empty
the
bags.
wagon's not that far. Okay. Basically, you left that at the foot of the trail that led up to the keep. But as to going to the nearest town,
No,
Hey,
just our wagon. How long would it take them to get to the wagon?
hour and a half, 2 hours maybe.
What do you
What
think?
well,
Should
we're
we
gonna.
send, Should we send a couple of them out to dump off this copper and stuff?
Yeah, Greek could be sent with them, as he is away for the moment, for the near future.
Well, he's not
That
even with us anymore, I don't think.
I've got
Yeah.
an archive, but
yeah. But like, let's say Greek goes takes the zombies to the cart, then
All right. Well, we don't have to do. I mean, if we get to the point where we can't carry anymore, we'll send the zombies. I guess. Sounds like we still have enough bags and whatnot to lug things.
Ragmus
I'll-
will ask again. Are you saying you need stuff?
What does Ragnar say? You cut off.
Are you saying you need things carried?
yeah,
Well, we have 4,000 pieces of copper that we just acquired. So yes, we need things carried.
plus thousands of others in silver and gold.
Bring a couple handfuls over here. I'll show you a little bit of dwarf.
I tell okay. So
He pries open a pouch on his belt. He says, "Go ahead, put it in."
I tell the Juju zombie to start dropping coins from his backpack into the dwarven pouch.
After a little bit, he says, hold on now. This is amazing." And he closes the pouch and he opens it again and says, "Look inside."
What am I seeing?
You're seeing an empty pouch.
Ah, interesting. How much can that?
But then he closes it again and opens it again, and you see the coin.
That is very useful.
Interesting. Make a wisdom check.
Mm-hmm.
So if you need things carried, I'd be happy to carry them for you.
Success.
Okay. Even though it didn't seem like it, you could have sworn that he opened up a different pouch.
Are you trying to?
After he closed the one with the copper coin in it. Can't be certain, but it may have seemed like he opened a different pouch directly behind that one.
May I take a look at your pouch, please?
Well, see, that's one of the funny things about this belt. These pouches seem to be attached. It's the most amazing thing. I found it, and it has this amazing function that it puts what I want in the pouch once I put it in the pouch. And if I don't want what's in that pouch, it's not.
You know, it is not wise to trick a priest. It's not wise at all.
I assure you, there is no trick involved. It's a magical item that I found, and I have no clue how it works, what it is. I just know that when I want something that I put in a pouch, it's there. If I need an empty pouch, it's there.
I started looking at the rest of the party like, is this guy for real? Like, oh, let me.
Bags of holding is this?
I want to see more. Put all the copper in there.
Yes. If it's magical, it should be able to handle such an amount.
And he will gladly open pouch after pouch after pouch, however many are needed to hold 4,000 copper pieces. I don't know coin weight, so you tell me how many have been filled, Mr.
Okay.
No. The same one.
They only hold a certain amount. I can't put more than.
But just open the empty one. I want to see the empty, the one we just used as I make the
Okay.
Juju Zombie toss more. Now do it again.
And he will gladly hold open a pouch until it will hold no more.
No. The same pouch you used on the first time.
Oh, okay. He'll open the same pouch that has copper coins.
Okay, now do the little trick again.
I'm going
Okay.
to go over
So
to the
they
mage, and I'm going to say,
pouch can hold.
Zinzam, look, the priest is quite fascinated. It's the cat.
Each pouch
Imagine
can
if the.
hold 100 coin.
It's a good thing it's
Excuse-
not a pouch of catnip.
Look, I believe the dwarf could keep him entertained all day long. Look at him go back and forth.
Yeah, you can. Let's see, 64 pouches at 100 coins per pouch. Yeah, you have filling almost the bulk of your, almost 2/3 of your pouches with copper coin.
And then he will blow the priest's mind and he will open an empty.
Okay. I will drop an empty pouch a coin. Do it again with the same pouch as I hold his hand to make sure he doesn't change the pouch.
And he will close it, open it up, and there are 100 copper pieces in there.
Okay, where's the other one? Just a single one I placed. Okay,
And
I'm gonna do.
And he'll.
So are we gonna do this double pouch thing?
I swear to you, this is not a trick. It is a magical item. It has, I don't know how many pouches are in this thing. It just gives me what I want once it's.
Okay, let's just move on. It's just copper anyway. Which door are we?
Hold 10 pounds of weight.
Well, we've just unlocked the one door. I'm curious to see what's on the other side. Let's have at it.
We know one will have stairs would lead up. The issue is what is in the other.
All right, I'll have the ghoul open the door now that it's unlocked.
The dust is so thick here that you cannot read the titles of the hundreds of books that are piled in heaps on the bookshelves lining the room. A large reading desk and a high-backed chair occupy the southeast tower roomlet. A huge candelabra stands next to the desk. Seated at the desk is a man dressed in fine clothes and a velvet cloak with a large ring of keys at his belt. He appears to be reading a book. As you move closer, you can make out the back of the chair to the man's misty body.
I am going to attempt to decipher what this thing is, and
Does it look
I
like our?
succeed.
Does it look like our portrait of Jameson?
No, it does not.
What is it?
Was that roll for?
5. That was for figure out what it is with necrology.
Higher up on the undead food chain. Heard of entities like this, similar to whites but non-corporeal.
Most likely a wraith.
Maybe a specter.
I
I
say a
believe
little.
what we face is a wraith. You must exercise extreme caution. Do not let it touch you.
Damn.
I could try to turn it, but we've got to make sure that all of our friendly undead are out of the way.
I would suggest
Seems to be
asking.
reading a book.
I say a prayer of Nick's. Does it bother him?
Continue to read his book.
I'll try to command him.
Hmm.
Do we have time to move around while he's reading his book?
Yeah.
He's undisturbed by our presence. It's like a fucking army. No, I'll do.
No.
I will follow suit and try to command the.
Unless he's a shadow. But if he's higher up on the food chain. Well, I don't know. Is he a shadow?
I don't know.
Oh, that's Tenebris.
Yep.
Tenebris.
That's an 18. So
What do you command it to do?
I command it to speak, to like stop reading and tell us who he is, who he was.
I was once Lord Jameson's chatelaine.
Oh, well, now you're mine, aren't you? Such beautiful creature. You've been tormented for so long. Ah, yes. So, are you the only?
Ghoul's going to creep in.
Come to me, my child of the night. We have need of you, the goddess and myself. Does he obey?
It seems to, but doesn't seem to move.
Are you bound?
I cannot.
Why is this?
For as long as Sir Jameson remains, I must remain.
Sir Jameson is no more.
This creature may be a ghost.
No, it definitely is a wraith from what you can discern.
I approach it a bit more and I tell him, your master now is no more. If my companions speak, well, no. Did you find us, Lord Jameson? While we here?
That's who we're looking
I
for.
feel him. I am forever at his beck and call.
Hmm.
She'll dismount and come in.
Just one time, small time out. Wasn't the mommy you killed, Sir Jameson?
You?
I see. What can you tell us of these beautiful, beautiful books here? Would we be allowed to take them? Would you stop us?
Isabel will look at some of them. Are they in bad shape? Like the others?
They're somewhat decent shape, but there's a thick layer of dust that you can barely discern titles on the spines, if there were titles on the spine.
What is this? The record of the keep? Personal library?
is the library of the keep.
Does it hold any books of, I don't know, arcane research, of any of that kind? You know, of value that could be returned to the Empire.
I have perused every title.
Did this thing say what its name was?
Yes, it says his name is Stephen.
What was it?
Stephen.
Stephen.
Stephen,
He's the castellan of Sir James.
could you help us find the books that should be? The keep has fallen long ago. You are bound here by the graces of the Night Lady. Are there any books here that should be?
By Sir Jameson's curse.
Oh, so you are cursed.
Stephen, why is it, if you would be so kind as to tell me, that Sir James has stretched out from this keep to plague the lands of the living? What cause does he have against these people?
And he looks at you, and for once you can see a pure look of hatred coming from him. You know full well, you Alsatian wench, why Sir Jameson reaches out.
Many years
You
have
and your ilk.
many years have passed since you've left this room, and many things have changed. The time that you once lived, the enemies that Sir James and you have had in the past, no longer exist.
There is peace among the land. She speaks the truth. Will you be, my lady? I think you should. Are there any? The fort, unfortunately, is currently on.
And most titles of these books are definitely over 100 years old.
Okay, so at least they're collectors.
That
At least there's collector's edition. Okay, could you give me the records of the book so I can scroll through them, see if I find something of my interest. I am a godly man,
there is something that does catch your interest.
which is
Make certain, but you may kept in a series of books, about 10 books each in a series. Something about myths and possibly legends of lost Timora.
okay. I start grabbing the books.
Okay.
To like them in his.
Can anyone detect magic to see if any of these tombs radiate an aura
I
of
can.
the
When
arcane?
I can pull out a spell to do that. Just when you gather everything up, I'll do it all at once.
Perhaps we can put things
Tenebris,
in the middle of this
as you go
library.
with the books, make a dex.
Who's making the dex check?
Tenebris.
Okay.
Success.
With your cat-like reflexes, you manage to duck out of the way as soon as the book that Stephen was reading comes flying at your as he rises up and floats to the table at you, claws outstretched.
I command you to desist.
Fool mortal, you have no command over me now. You should have never taken your gaze off of me.
Oh, crap.
Well, that doesn't sound good at all, does it? Initiative time?
Yep.
I'm commanding it again. I'm going.
I don't. I don't see my initiative up there. Try again.
And I'm still not seeing Isabella on here. Oh, there's nope.
Did I pop up there?
Um,
Let's roll d10. So I'm going to try the command again, and so 6. Actually, I'm not going to try the command again. I am just going to get out
you
of there.
failed it once, so yeah,
Yeah.
you can't.
Well,
attempt
he
it
was
again.
commanded and successfully commanded, and now he's broken through the command. So, would I be able to use it again, seeing as how I've already taken control of Tenebrus's things? Like, once the control is changed back and forth, would I be able to attempt a new command roll?
Let's do it this time.
Okay. I am gonna try it. I'll back up a couple steps and try it. I don't think it'll work, but actually, I'm not trying it at all because this thing can't leave the room, and I'd rather have that 3 to get up out of there. This thing is no place that I want to be.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
So we're up the scenario.
Ha! I hop up on the desk.
Okay.
Start stabbing his incorporeal form. Well, that worked out so well.
Yeah, you end up tripping on the lectern that's on the table on that desk.
So I literally put one foot on the table, slip a lectern, and fall backwards on my ass.
The scenario, the fortuitous.
At least I have cover behind
Progress,
this
you're up.
desk.
From an incorporeal creature, doubtful.
Ragmus don't want nothing to do with anything of this nature. He is beating feet to that other door and going through it. To hell with it. And that is the end of his removal.
Okay, Isabella, one of your skeletons?
I should be going at 3.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
I'm going right back here and climbing on the wolf. And the skeleton will stay where it's at. Hold its attack. Thank you.
Zimzam.
All right. I'm going to use my reserve magic missile spell on it.
Who goes first, me or the Wraith? Since I'm.
The Wraith will be going first.
But I got the higher initiative. I'm just commanding it again. Yeah. I'm so gonna die.
Yeah, that put a hurting on it. Your second skeleton's going to stay the same, Isabella?
Say again?
Your second skeleton?
Yes, that's guarding me. These things are ancient relics. I am not going to just waste them and throw them away in combat. I'm going to polish them up. Take them with me as trophies.
Okay, first I run in. Okay, I can try to turn this guy. I just push him off. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Back, foul creature. Halav commands you to flee.
Not quite.
Oh, a 7. Yeah, that sucks. Okay.
I believe that's going to miss. As it goes to attack Casimir, what are you doing, Tenebris?
How dare you defy the Lady of Night? Yes!
Just got him.
Just got him. Back, I tells you. Stop this at once.
Just glowers daintily at you as it is held in check.
Best to kill this thing.
What's your skeleton going to do?
My skeleton? Oh, he's way up there. Just stay there.
Isabella, what are you going to do with the wolf?
Stay.
ghoul.
I'll get it out there.
I'm just gonna keep the things. You will stay put, and you will be removed from.
Jer,
You get a free hit, dude. He cannot move. He will not move. You shall not move.
Jer, you're up. Forgot you were buried in the turn order.
Yeah, this would be a great time for Jared to have a blade appear in the middle of that guy.
In the middle of the evil spirit.
Yes.
Well, hearken to me then, for I shall use my boots of elvenkind to stifle. A trifle with my position to worketh my way around the desk to the rear of the spirit of evil, and then I shall draw my longsword +1/+3 versus undead in such a way that I be in position for a backstab.
Give yourself an additional +4 because it's basically being held to stand still.
Additional +4. Okay, very well.
Yeah, being compelled to stand still.
It's completely I have it under my control, and I'm like letting you guys kick his ass.
Is that also +4 to damage as well?
Oh, just the attack.
Just the attack. Very well. And as a level 7 thief, I hit a -15 for 19 damage. Ka-ka!
You hit it, and there's black vapor roils off of it as the thing starts to lose cohesion and just turn to a black vile mist.
And as it dies, I place my foot
It
upon.
lets out a death howl that would wake. That you would remember for your next life.
And as it dies, I place my foot upon its settle, dangling my balls over where it once sat, and say, "Don't want to hang out a little longer?" And then I sheathe my sword, and that's the end of my turn.
Let's find his bones, his remains.
Well,
What's left of this thing?
nothing. It's a ghost.
Nothing.
Maybe dust. Okay, let's be quick. Let's start. I rummage through his desk, see what was in there. I help Senior up as he's flat on his ass. Let's go in there, boss.
Go ahead and give me a detect secret doors.
I feel.
I'll give you the same thing for the same ability for the elves. So 1 to 3 on a d6 you'll find.
What?
Detect or find secret doors roll. I'll give you the same bonus, the same chances as an elf. So a roll of a 1, 2, or 3 on a d6 will let you know that you found some.
So it's in checks, skills, proficiencies. What am I looking at here? Yeah.
Beat that, hotshot.
For a racial thing.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
So I just make a regular roll then.
Yeah.
A D10, you said?
D6. Unfortunately, you don't find anything, Jer. You do in the middle drawer of the
Oh,
desk.
look, in the middle drawer.
It's
I
a
found
false
something.
bottom.
A false bottom. Look, I'll slide it out.
Quite heavy for a drawer of this size.
Ooh, it's heavy for its size.
Full of coins.
Sometimes some things are more valuable than coins, my friend.
Sometimes I feel I've got to.
Yeah. So putting it up, see a bed of gold coin, roughly
Ooh.
about from the time of the current Emperor of Taieta's um, grandfather's time. Some older than that, and given the dimensions, it's maybe about a quarter of an inch thick of coin.
That's a lot
Ah,
of coins.
Cinero. Ah, you missed
You
Aha.
something.
you also find a ceramic um, flask sealed with a wax seal.
That's
To
curious.
can I use an ancient history check to not can I recognize the seal? Is it recent, or should I do a check?
Like the Maker's Mark whiskey
Oh,
seal. Okay, that type of seal, not something used for documents.
weird. Well, I tell the Juju zombie to keep picking the Nick's books and put him on his backpack. He's smart enough to do that, I'm guessing.
Is there anything in the flask? Let me examine it.
It
Perhaps,
does slosh as you pick it up.
perhaps there's a potion.
Does it feel like there's liquid inside?
You could possibly
There
identify
is
it.
a liquid.
Does it feel like there's liquid inside?
As you lift it up, you can feel the something move inside as if liquid.
Huh.
Perhaps
I'll pull the
detect
stopper off.
magic. Does
Does
that
it have a
sound
stopper?
like a good idea?
It does. Yeah, let's get together
Let's-
all the stuff I'm going to detect magic on.
Yeah, okay, go here near the books case. Let's do it there. That would be the smartest thing to do.
Yep, sounds good.
From the very spectrum.
Say again.
Wonderful idea, gentlemen. I'm glad I had it.
I'll put the stopper back on the.
various
I'll put the stopper back on the bottle and put the bottle back in the flask back in.
the potion bottle does radiate magic. There's a slight herbal scent to it of healing balms.
Ooh. Maybe it's restorative
got
ointment.
Beware, not all. There are various uses for those different balms. Could be probably healing, but one must not. Any of the books magical?
Only 25 of them are.
What?
Only 25 of the books.
Only
Radi-
25.
Radiate
25 are
magic.
magic.
They radiate magic.
From all across the magic spectrum. Being
Holy.
minutely magical to very magical.
Fucking shit.
I'm gonna.
How many of them are any of the
one of them out?
Yeah, start. Are any of the Nixian books, of the 10 Nixian books, magical?
One does give up a faint magic.
I'll keep that one myself. Let's pick up all these magic books, people. Chop,
Do
chop.
they seem to be spell books or are they something else?
you can't. You're not certain.
A spellbook wouldn't give off magic.
He's looking at him and goes, "Okay, that's got some magic to it. This one's really magical."
Where is Zimzam? Zimzam, come in here. Look at these.
Yes, I open the. I start reading through the magical Nick's book to see what it is. I'm like, oh, this is like a holy text for me.
Wait,
I don't know if we
That's
should take
exactly what it is.
25 chances to read a
Wait.
cursed item.
wait. How many letters are in the alphabet again?
26.
26. And there are 25 magical books?
Out of hundreds of books in this library.
25 are magical.
Yes.
So, perhaps it is a magical encyclopedia and we're missing a volume.
No, actually, no,
different
actually,
titles
what
and
is?
stuff.
Okay.
Okay. One of the magical books happens to be part of the set on the books that Tenebris is interested in.
Ah.
The Lost Timora.
Oh.
I'm reading the book. Like once I pull it, once I.
It is a prayer book. 2 Nicks. I'll give you a listing of the spells inside of it.
Yes.
I'll leaf through the one that I pulled out. Along with Zimzam, do you care to look at it with me?
Well, I'm
ahead
thinking
and give me
that now would be a good time for an augury.
An augury spell.
Find out if reading these books is going to like totally kill any of them.
Well said.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
The blessed night has at least spared for me from her prayers. I'm like with the book. I'm like looking up, looking down, looking. I'm like I'm so happy. Oh, this is so magnificent. We should be careful with the other books.
Isabella.
Say again. Say again. Can you guys hear me?
Okay.
Yes, I hear you.
All right. Can you guys hear Mark?
No, I don't hear Mark.
No, I don't.
I'm going to need a intelligence check for Isabella.
Okay.
Mark needs an intelligence check from Isabella.
Isabella passes it with flying colors.
The formula seems archaic, but there seem to be a couple of spells listed in this book.
Oh.
And again, I will have those for you for next session.
The Nixian one.
Well, Zim, this seems to be quite a find for us.
Yes, a splendid find. Even we should do a thorough search. There might be other books of maybe collector's value or of other interests.
And
Perhaps
if just
this
one
would
of
be a good time to set camp.
Actually, yeah. I think we
Agreed.
can defend this place.
Yes, definitely. Also,
Sneer's interested in finding any like history books that are relevant in the past like 30 years. Specifically mentioning of great swordsmen.
tales of
So The books where you guys are finding the spells, are those among the 25 where I detected magic?
Yes, but it was the one which was in the collection of 10 books about Nyx and ancient Astora. So it's from a set. The other 24 are we should approach more carefully. Also, we should check for other valuable books. It might be like books of like historical value, like, or have gold trimming or something like that.
Okay, so yeah, that's the spell book, Isabella. Again, post the levels and spells for next session.
Outstanding.
The Nyxian book, the one I opened.
I'll give you the spells also before next session for that.
So we're gonna sleep here.
Yes, we shall use our undead to protect us.
In that case, I have a stone skin spell to burn. Isabella, would you like to be stone skinned?
I actually would suggest to put it on my on my Juju zombie, since he doesn't need to, and he could
Well,
keep
it
most of
lasts.
the.
Oh,
It works for about a day, does it not?
Yeah, it lasts 24 hours.
did I hear someone had a stone skin spell?
Yeah, Zimzam has one.
I do.
Perhaps Nero would benefit more than myself.
I think you gotta look the gift horse in the mouth.
Well, the thing is, if it's used on a fighter, it's going to be used up like immediately.
Ah. Well, then, by all means, yes, please.
If they could hit me.
Yeah. That's probably the best way to use that, actually.
Let's make sure our undead are basically jamming the door. We should lock the other doors, just to be sure. Our fine dwarfsmith, the locksmith, could probably do that.
I could probably do it. I've got blacksmithing.
He also told you about the stairs going up and around.
Okay, wait. I shall leave 2 zombies
Where do you
there.
get so many undead
We got lucky.
creatures?
No, they're not. You can lock the doors. I would, my lady, I would rather have the ghoul put out of its misery, as we cannot be trusted. I also go once we pile up the magical books, I'm gonna detect evil on them. Are any of them evil?
Oh, that's an
I
amazingly
will let
good.
you know when I determine what those they are.
That's
What?
a very good idea.
I will let you know when I determine what they are.
Very well.
Okay, do you want me to seal this door with whatever I can? Get everybody inside?
No, I want you to lock the other 2 doors, and the undead can pretty much keep guard. Yeah,
Okay. I'll try to use my blacksmithing to bar these doors.
I have iron spikes. If not, if you just need to do the more
I'd be
the
happy to
less.
borrow an iron spike or 2.
Very
Could,
well.
could we possibly have the undead creatures stand guard on the outside of the room?
I have placed my 2 zombies on the stairwell, and the skeletons will be watching the other entryway, while the Juju zombie will be guarding the door from within, just in case something tries to get in.
I'm only
If we
saying because they stink like all hell.
Well, My wolf does not stink any more than a normal wolf would, as it's not decomposing, and my two skeletons that are inside are already long beyond smelling foul.
Also, the Juju zombie is basic. I don't know what is. It smells of negative energy. If that has a smell to it, because it's basically drained of any fluids or life. So he doesn't. He does not stink. I'm guessing. Though he probably has a. He probably smells like I don't know. Ask the DM about that. What Juju zombie smell like?
They didn't even sound like they smell good.
There's a
Yeah,
carrying
but
stench about him.
Yeah, but he was killed like when he was sleeping. He was.
Yeah, there's a carrying stench about him, but it's not as bad as being with the ghoul.
It's more like a. Yeah, it's not like rotting or it's probably more like
So, kind of like
very, very,
like a
very
like
old
a
leather.
like a fart rather than shit.
No, more like old people, old person home, or
Or
like dampness
uh,
and
old people rather than assholes.
yeah, pretty much.
Hey, Jared, for the next 24 hours, you're protected from 4 attacks.
Oh.
And as we're gonna rest, I will. Oh, protection from me. How much does the protection from me last? I have a lot of spells to burn myself, so any long less.
Well, and before we rest, I can heal up anybody who needs it.
I would really appreciate that. I'm going over my spells. I can purify any drink. Let me see how many spells I've got left.
Be right back.
Did someone happen to mention killing the ghoul or ghast, whichever of the two it is that's with us?
I did. I would advise on destroying that foul creature. I can create food and water.
I would suggest we leave the ghoul for now, as it is the only thing with intelligence beyond the door.
Well, I shall create some food and water for us.
Well, I like
Perhaps,
how it's being kept outside.
perhaps we
Yeah.
should burn all of the undead at this
No.
juncture. We have plenty of fuel.
We have one level 2 spell. So I created food and water, so we can have a nice fresh meal. And
Ragmus is 100% behind the suggestion of getting rid of the
that's not happening for the moment. They're staying outside, except for the Juju zombie, which is smart and completely under my control. For I have that one, you have nothing to worry about.
Can I just have one of the gas fingers?
The ghouls?
Ghoul, ghast, whichever it is.
Who's
I,
asking?
I, I, I just want one of its fingers.
Who's asking?
Ragmus is.
Are you willing to trade one of your own for it?
I detect good and evil on the books.
Well, I happen to need all of mine. What need does it have of all of it?
Well, I'm simply wondering what I would get. It is my ghoul. I mean, if you seek one of its fingers, it would only seem fair that I should have a finger in return. What use do you have for a ghoul finger?
Well,
Sure.
their
Just their
scratches
claw.
seem their scratches seem to paralyze things, and I think I may be able to make something of a similar.
Their paralysis actually comes from, and let me make my roll. What does their paralysis come from, Mark? Is it come from like a gland that secretes poison through their fingers? What why do they paralyze things? How do they
Toxin.
do it?
It's toxin.
Where does it how do they generate it?
Give me 1 second.
Tenebris, I healed you 9 points of damage.
Nice. I have a second level 2 spell, but not really any good spells to cast. I can create a holy symbol if somebody. Yeah, I'm gonna create a holy symbol. It's permanent. Why not? There we go. Here you go, my lady. 1 silver, 1 holy symbol of Nyx.
I don't have any use for that.
Oh yes, you do. If you wish, just keep it as a token of my appreciation.
I'll take it, and then I'll pass it off to Ragmus to put in with the copper coin.
Oh, but that's a mean move. That is a dick move.
Put this in with the copper, Ragmus.
It is. If you don't wish to have it, then I'll keep it. You could put it on the wolf. Well, if you don't want it, I'll put it on the Juju zombie.
You've already given it to me. You can't take it back now.
No, if you don't want it, what's the point?
Yes, but you did give it to me, and I passed it along to Ragmus.
You trust him? Okay.
Now I'm sure if you can find the pouch that Ragmus has put it in, well, I have no problem if you take it back.
He's offended. He grabs the Ignition book and he sits on a corner reading it and does not allow you to see the spells.
Tenebris, did you?
Do you have any idea how much fun we could have with him searching for that holy?
I can make another one. It's not exactly like. Yeah, I can make another one. It was just being nice.
Anybody else need any healing before we sleep?
Ragnar has discovered the stairs that when he ran from the wraith.
Do not pass the spells to Isabella. No, he will not share the book as he's been so insulted. And she does not deserve access to Nyx's blessings.
Those foolish writings hold no power to me. Actually, are they spell books or are they prayer books?
The one
you will never know.
What is it?
You will never know now. That is such. I'm sorry, my lady. You are not ready to know such secrets. Clearly. I'm also turning away like a cat would do, like they don't look at you when they're pissed off. Harumph.
Yeah, I will There's those books.
Oh, what about the ghoul thing? The ghoul. Where do they generate their toxins from?
It's basically a poison that's created when they are.
So, if you were trying to harvest ghoul poison, would you scrape the dirt from under their fingernails? Is there a liquid you would squeeze out of, like a pus, or
I would say it's more of a microbial. Um,
so you
it
just
is
draw
their
it from the
touch.
blood or something? Like you would use ghoul blood?
Well, for
It's in the
certain
hands.
spells that deal with paralysis, ghoul's blood is a element to the creation of it.
So maybe you need to get it from the veins themselves.
But because it's the touch of the ghoul that causes the paralysis, the claw attacks, not the bite. It might be something microbial because of the bacteria and dust and dirt and all that other stuff that accumulates underneath their claws and stuff.
Oh, maybe it's the nails,
Gotcha.
the blood.
You see, Ragmus, and I can very much understand how you would not be as adequately educated in the realm of ghouls as one such as I. But the finger will do you no good. The resource that you're looking for is actually uniquely concealed within the creature's blood, of which, when we complete this endeavor, you may take as much as you wish.
I will hold you to that.
And with everyone resting, we are going to pick it up from here next week.
Alrighty. Thank you for the game again, sir.
Okay, thanks,
I
guys.
got some I got to do. I did promise the mages that I'd have some stuff for them because magic for them's been sort of lacking.
Cool.
So we'll see what we determine on those books.
If magic has been lacking, all I can say is 24 magical books definitely makes up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to learn what's in all them.
That's
One
the
of them
thing.
turns you into a tower of jello.
It can be anything. They could be the ability books. They could be
All right. Well, good night, everybody.
Yeah, good night.
Good night. I'll see you next week.
Not all.
yeah. I had determined that there were like 600 books in that library.
Yeah, 25 books is very exciting. So, at quick glance, did it look like they were all spell books, or did it look like they might have been other books? Like,
It could be other books, like I said, because like I was trying to describe it is when Casimir casts detect magic, he can tell how strong enchantment is. And some of these books had minor enchantments, some had very major enchantments. We're talking artifact level enchantments.
oh wow,
Usually the books that change the ability that can allow you to increase the ability scores, those are the artifact level ones.
Splitting
well,
those up was gonna be
Well, I would imagine if we figure out the attribute books, they would go to whoever's attributes are like if we find a dexterity book, then the thieves can roll off for that or something. We find intelligence books, the mages will roll off for it. We find wisdom books, the clerics will roll off, something along those lines.
True.
And then the other stuff,
The problem is with those books. After one reading, they disappear.
yeah,
We
that's
know
the
that.
only one person would get it, and then it's a wrap. So, and everybody could benefit,
Yeah, and they can't pass the knowledge on.
right? So, I mean, everybody could benefit. Every fighter can benefit from a bonus in dexterity. So they would. I would think the fairest way is to give the book to whoever class it can help, and then let the people in that class roll off.
Yeah. The issue is we don't have any. There is one particular book, two particular books, depending if it's the evil version or the Book of Exalted Deeds and the Book of Vile Darkness.
Yes, well, that's why we need the cleric to sort of divine if these books will be to our benefit or to our ill fortune. Because if you open the wrong book and you start reading it, it can really be detrimental to you.
I mean, the book that essentially like leaves you the the one that makes you forget stuff. Well, what was his name? This the vacuum book or something. Horrible for spellcasters.
Hmm.
The Bacchus Lamar.
Yeah, that one. That's fucked up. Though it can be used to, it still has its uses. You can use it to trick somebody into losing their knowledge.
I wonder, and if you remember, we came across these earlier, the bone golems. I wonder if there is information in here on how to construct bone golems. How are bone golems constructed in second edition?
The same way any other golem should be constructed.
Yeah.
You need to find the book.
Extra settle
Book of Golem Creation, Bone, Flesh.
No, but there's also, I mean, yes, they have the books of golem creation, but there's also just a collection of. There's a recipe for it too. So if you're high enough level, like a first level magic user with a golem creation manual can make himself an iron golem, or a 20th level magic user with all the spells can make one. What I'm saying is maybe we can find the recipe in here. I wouldn't think bone golems would be that hard to put together.
No, especially combine our efforts.
They're considered at least golem.
They're considered?
One of the lesser golems, sort of like the clay or wood golem.
Oh, okay, that's good.
These are not like the typical skeletal golems that were found in Ravenloft. These were the bone golem is specific for the setting itself.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, maybe we'll have that knowledge. We'll see. We'll see next week. All right, I'm heading off. I will see you guys next Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. Isabella could be a bit nicer to the cat guy.
I will definitely have those listed in treasure chat.
Okay.
For those, except for the two that you've already determined what they are, I'll have the spells for each of those posted for you guys.
Okay. How would that work for a cleric? Like, are they scrolls or are they like? I would no. Like, I would get access to new spells.
I don't think you're going to be able to benefit if they're spell books. If you can use clerical scrolls.
Yeah, for a prayer book, it's just that the collection of clerical scrolls. But depending on where because it's where it's found, there might be some lost knowledge.
Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Yeah.
So I'm gonna take a look and do some research and
Yeah.
See what we can do.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like a prayer. Yeah, because if you're limiting me to creating like intelligent undead, I'm really gonna need a way to do that. To bring in, or I don't know. Ugh. Hmm. I don't know. I'm just something to ponder how Nyx works. The whole Nosferatu thing.
Well, yeah, she was a vampire, a Nosferatu vampire.
Was she?
Yes,
I thought
she
you.
was. So instead of like the typical D&D vampire who energy drained people, who fed off of life energy, she actually fed off the blood.
Hmm. Yeah, and the families were scattered, but who knows if they're still roaming around? It gives the it kind of gives the, from what I read, which is like essentially what most people who know the history within the game would know. It gives illusions that they might be still around somewhere, hidden, maybe sleeping. Some might even be active. Who knows? Because there were 14 families, right, in the Nyx Empire, in Mystara. Because she came from another plane, right? Yeah, correct. Oof. These undead things are starting. Like, I'm gonna start concentrating on big, bad, and small numbers. Throwing initiative for like 5 things is fucking annoying. So kind of regretting the necro. Though not regretting, but I don't know. It's kind of, I'm starting to see the issue with having too many things on the board, even. Hmm. I don't know. I also kind of think my character will. I don't know how much my character will probably progress into to a villain. You know, bring it to. Unless you do, because I read somewhere that some people have debated that Nyx is actually neutral because she's was raised to see the world this way, and it's not like she's evil about it. She just thinks that's the correct way to do things. It's weird.
Considering the immortals that she opposes, she isn't really evil.
Yeah, that's what that's what the vibe I got. Like she's like,
She does oppose Orcus. She does oppose Thanatos.
but her view of what is the natural order of things is that everything should be undead. Which makes no sense, because what the hell are they gonna feed on? You have like all vampires running around. Eventually, you will. Right? Am I wrong here?
That's what would happen.
Yeah, but it also says she's always looking to create new types of undead. That's what I. That's what I thought was like. That's what was kind of my idea of what's happening to these Rakasta tribe of panthers. They're being slowly, like they're more priests than there should be. You know, like a couple of tribes, and with all the knowledge they were given, like I don't know if you like the backstory. Like from what I read and the videos I've seen, you're supposed to kind of do this, especially with like the savage races, because if not, they're all the same. That's why I went with the vampirism one, though. So they're all like, I don't know. Yeah, but that's the issue. For undead to be the natural norm, which undead, which are, yeah, it's a hard one, right? It's like
Skeletons are out of the question. Zombies are out of this question. They can be magically created.
Yeah, that's why the
Witches might be out of the question because how they become undead.
yeah. Well, liches are a more perfected form of doing it because they don't need to feed on anything.
But they didn't start off as undead. They start off being dead, I should say. Just
Yeah,
are
but
the true living undead because they didn't die.
isn't part of the process killing yourself?
Not that I'm aware of.
And I hate the modern fifth edition lich. They used to be so cool because it could be any alignment. Another like evil.
Yep.
Yes, you had it because it made sense. It's like you could have. I really liked.
Yeah, I believe the Archlich was lawful good.
Yeah, and there was a Forgotten Realms had a special type of elven lich, which were like tomb guardians. Those were aligned liches. There was this race actually from third edition, from the Mythic Races, which was one of the better races of the book. Because that the only fault I find in the book is unless you're gonna substitute pretty much all the races for the, because it has too many forest, desert. Like how many desert races could you reasonably have in one world? Like, and it has like 3 or 4. But it had these called the Aleti, which came to be, they're like essentially intelligent and dead. They're essentially skeletons with eyes, and they reproduce by taking a chunk, a little piece, a little fragment that it regenerates after it, and once they put it, like leave it alone, it will grow into a skeleton, into another Aleti. So they can reproduce, but it's kind of cool. It was one of the, like they had. They also had a one made out of positive energy.
Yep.
It's one of the better books I got. Third edition was a mess of books, but supplement books, not. I don't know. That's what I like. Kind of. That's why I wanted to get into second edition because it's supposed to have the better settings. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. There are more settings available.
Yeah, I know. It's you got Planescape. You have Raven, the good Ravenloft, as people say. Uh, you,
Right. They had Planes, yeah, Ravenloft. They had Forgotten Realms. That was very lore intensive. Um,
they have a Dark Sun,
Dark
which is
Sun,
which is
with
very
great
unique.
psionics.
Yeah, but it's a very unique setting. It's something you're playing something. Forgotten Realms is like you can't set foot in any place without like stumbling into some epic hero that should be doing whatever you are doing instead of you.
Right. Then there's
Like
Dragonland.
Dragonlance, I heard about, but it's like they say it's weird. It's not that good.
Yeah. This it tends to be a cycle, yeah, it seems to be a cyclic story
Uh,
where each age begins with coming of dragons and ends with the destruction of dragons, or I should say, the coming of the gods and the leaving of the gods.
uh, yeah, but I don't know. I was talking today about like how uh, most settings don't really think about like high fantasy settings, which most of them are. they really don't think about how many things could be magical, could be everyday use, and change the whole like how things look, function.
Yeah, well, that's what's so cool about Mystara. It does take that into effect. Um, the magic of Mystara is gradually fading because magic's overutilized.
Oh, so there's like, how do the immortals play into this? Because they
They're
must
the
have
ones.
known.
They're the ones that are allowing it to happen.
For what? Nobody knows why. It's one of those open-ended questions because Mystara tends to have a lot of those. I've read. It's part of the idea, so you have some space to work. It's not Forgotten Realms is very like pretty much everything's mapped out. So Mystara has when you have like a place, there's like there is a lot of wilderness that you can explore. For maybe
Right.
forgot a lot of settings don't have that. No, I in one there was a time I was trying to figure out what would be the what would happen like you know like you just your basic D&D, and what would happen if they like if this like this like following our history and how we reach a point we start developing much faster, and like what would be 20th century version of D&D? Would everybody have magic, like because you learn it in high school, like basic chemistry is like basic magic.
Right.
Everybody can do cantrips and stuff. Or you see where I'm going with this? Like, what would be? Yeah, how far would it go? Because if you read how golems are made, you essentially trap an elemental being into the golem. Imagine just doing that on like a car, like on a carriage. You have a car, essentially. Like it said
Well, it's Harry Potter stuff,
what?
like the typical Harry Potter.
Yeah, but I think it would go like even more than that. Because you also have the priest. You would have a perfect police system. Because corrupt, you would know if somebody's corrupt because they will lose their powers, like that. Like lawful priests that break the law, like dirty cops, they will not exist because they couldn't exist. Because suddenly they have no more powers. Everybody would know. Trials would be perfectly accurate because you could just cast Song of Truth and people would be compelled to tell the truth. It would be like a perfect justice system.
Because they're compelled doesn't mean they have to speak.
I know, but yeah, well, that actually happens in real life. You don't. You're supposed to testify, and you don't. You're held in contempt. There's this really good book which deals. I don't know. It's kind of. I think there's also a setting in third edition which is great, but it's all the books are all over the place, so it's really hard to you need to get like a. You have like one which is the setting but doesn't have the races because the races are really different in that setting, and it's called the Scarred Lands, and it's like it happens like 300 years after the war between the gods and the Titans has been won. So you're like at the start of like the world essentially. Like you are the new heroes, like the first heroes. Like it's weird. It's not weird. But it's really interesting in how it goes about it. Because there's like one of the best source materials because you can just dump it anywhere is which is a city of necromancers, and it's like a Pompeii kind of city, and it's completely lawful neutral, but you can like you change a few things around You can put it anywhere, and but you can't cast Speak with the Dead within the city because of all the people who die. If you cast Speak with the Dead whilst in the city, you eventually faint because of all the people screaming from the volcano eruption. It's very detailed. It has its laws. It's how it works. How it's everyday life. The only thing I do criticize is it does not have a. You have 7 guilds of necromancy, and it doesn't they have